Hello everybody, this is Howard, the Teaser King, coming to you with week 2 of the NFL. It's so nice to say that. Week 1, week 2. Life's good. Let's see, I have one lot going in the pros, 2 in college. But I can play every single NFL game. I like that. I didn't play the Jets Buffalo. It was just too crazy to pick. But I can play every single pro game. I like either the team has a beautiful trend or the over-under just is very logical. Teams off a loss: Carolina and Arizona. Both off the loss, both at home against weaker teams. I would expect both of those teams to win. I was shocked Arizona lost last week to New England. But they're not going to go 0-2 at home to Tampa Bay. Arizona's too good of a home favorite. Carolina, I look for them to put up some big numbers. I don't see them losing 2 in a row either. It's a high spread. I see it at 13. If you can get it under 7, I'd play it lightly. It's hard to really play NFL games and you're laying 12, 13, 14 points. San Francisco's terrible. Blaine Gabbert will do nothing in this game. I look for Kuechly. He'll eat him alive. He'll just spy him, and Gabbert will get nothing. This should be a shutout for Carolina, probably 31-0. But still, you want to lay less than 7 when possible. New England, I'm not sure what to do with the quarterback. How good is he? Miami's terrible. But I'm going to wait and see on Grafafino, or I can't pronounce his name. The only name I know is Brady. So you got Gronk out. Okay, now what's happened is because he's new, Arizona didn't know what to look for. Now that they've seen him and you got tape on him, now you start understanding what he does and what he doesn't do. So that's probably the only game that I'm probably not going to play. But the trend's totally New England in that one, with Brady, with Gronk. So yeah, I still think New England will win it, but I can't get crazy about it. So here's your 2 free picks, your free teaser, compliments of Teaser King. Atlanta goes to Oakland. A good over team in Atlanta, good quarterback, good receivers. A good over team in Oakland. Spreads 4.5, over under 48.5. And keep in mind, I'm looking at the best line. I go to Vegas Insiders. They got all the casinos listed. Obviously, if there's 49s and 48s, I'm going to take the 48. That's how I bet, and that's how I'm going to bet, and that's how you should bet. So, just want you to be aware, like, that's how I use the line. I try to take the best line possible, of course, and as you should too. So, can you take Atlanta in 10.5? They're not really that strong of a road dog. They might be good. I mean, you don't know what to expect with Atlanta. Oakland, good team, good offense. Not sure about the defense. Played a wild game. I should have locked it last week. I had the over in that game against New Orleans. And you can see my philosophy. Drew Brees. Oh my God, I can't believe. What's his name? Oh my God, I can't forget the Oakland quarterback. Anyway, those two, and they're just going to Derek Carr. Loved him at Fresno State and love him here. See, he's the real deal. I easily said he's going to be a good pro, and I don't know why the NFL GMs have such a hard time with it. Anyway, stick to the point. So Ryan against Carr, both explosive receivers from Alabama. See, Alabama, they don't have defensive players, but they got receivers that can play. That's it. No running backs, no defensive players, but they got wide receivers. So I can take Oakland at 1.5. There's no point in that. I don't feel that when I look at the game, it's pretty even. If I had to take a team, I would take Atlanta in the 10.5, but I don't like that as much because Oakland's explosive, Atlanta's explosive. So we can't go under 54 because you got two pretty explosive teams. So the best bet here is just to hope for points and go over the 42.5. And this is the difference in pro and college. This game in college would be a 65 over under. This would be like you know, Washington State and Cal, or you know, Texas, Oklahoma, or something like that. It would be a very high number. But that's the beauty of the pros. It's 48.5, and so all you got to do is go over 42.5. Now remember the point of the teaser. It's you got to bet the game before the game. After the game's over, you say, "Oh, I didn't need the teaser." Yeah, but when you have the teaser before the game, that's the point. So go over Oakland, Atlanta, 42.5 should be no problem. 42.5, 24-20 is a winner, and there's no reason that both these teams can't get in the high 20s or 30s. I'd be shocked if it wasn't like 31-27 or somewhere in that neighborhood. And again, that's what I'm getting away from. Instead of taking Atlanta in 10.5 and Oakland's explosive and they get up 21-0 and they win 35-20 and I lose, now it's it's just take the game over. Don't mess with the team and take the dog, which is what I would have done before. So that's the beauty of my success. And the other game is going to be Green Bay, Minnesota. Green Bay's laying 2.5. Here's the trend. Green Bay is 11-0 against Minnesota in Minnesota. Green Bay is 16-3 overall as the favorite in the series. The dog is 10-1 the last 11. So if you were to play the dog in Minnesota and Green Bay in Minnesota, Green Bay's 11-0 and the dog's 10-1. Now I don't know how many times Green Bay was the dog, but overall Green Bay plays very well there. Minnesota's 10-1. Here's the key. Green Bay is a play against road favorite, meaning Green Bay's on the road and they're favored, like last week against Jacksonville. You take the other team and you get the W. 20-2. 37-6 if you go another year or two out. But let's just look at 20-2. So the last 22 games, 90%, you bet against Green Bay as a road favorite, you get the W. Minnesota's a home dog's nothing special, but they're not a home dog often. They've got a great defense in Peterson. I look for this game to be probably low scoring and probably very close. You got Bradford at quarterback, doesn't know what he's doing. They're going to run and play defense. Their defense will definitely give Rodgers fits. I mean, Jacksonville gave him fits. A division game. So initially, with the trend, you could either take Green Bay in 3.5 or 4, and Minnesota at 8 or 8.5 would probably both be good plays. But again, I like the dog in this game because of the Green Bay being a play against road favorite of 20-2, and in the series when Green Bay plays in Minnesota, the dog being 10-1, Green Bay being 11-0. Telling me that game's going to be very close. It's hard to figure the over-under here. I would say under, but you got Aaron Rodgers, so you hate to play Aaron Rodgers under. Minnesota's defense, so you do play it under. If it was Minnesota against a good defensive team like a Denver, maybe, I don't know if Baltimore's a good defensive team anymore. Houston, maybe Buffalo. It's hard to find the good defensive teams now. I guess Denver would probably be the most logical. Denver and Houston. Carolina's a pretty good, and the Rams are really good, and Seattle. Those are your under teams. So basically, I would if they were playing one of those, I'd say go under. But when you got Green Bay and Rodgers, you know this game could be in the 20s just as easily as it could be in the teens. So I think the prudent play is to tease the dog. You got a really good Minnesota team in a division game. It's not must win, but you know, it's in the series. These seem to be close games. If Green Bay's 11-0 and the Dogs 10-1, if you go back to the last 7, Green Bay's 7-0, and the Dogs 6-1, and the last 5, Green Bay's 5-0, and the Dogs 5-0. So definitely a dog series. If Green Bay was a dog, it would be a lock. That's how I would lock it when I get both trends working. But then Green Bay being a bad road favorite, bet against road favorite, kind of cinches it to take Minnesota here. So I like Minnesota in a close one. They could easily win. I think Green Bay might pull it out at the end because of Rodgers, but I think this game definitely should be a field goal game, maybe 23-20, 20-17 type of score. Take Minnesota as the dog. So your plays are go over in the Oakland-Atlanta game and take Minnesota as the home dog because Green Bay is not a really good road favorite. They're a good bet against road favorite. It's funny, they win most of the games on the road, but like Jacksonville last week, they win them by 3 or 4 points. They don't blow out, and I don't see how they're going to blow out Minnesota here. So this is definitely a Minnesota Oakland over, and there's your pick. I do have the one lock in the pros. You can buy my locks separately. Another service I want to provide, which I'm providing to certain customers at this point, are as a consultant and or advisor. You can't afford to pay $150 a week or whatever, but you want to bet. Maybe you're betting smaller. Maybe you just want my expertise on picking games. So I am helping people for either a percentage or an amount. One guy I'm helping where we pick a teaser card. Another guy we pick 5-team teasers or 5-team parlays. I take a percentage when we win, or I can just be a flat fee. I haven't really derived at that yet, but I'm thinking about what a fee would be. Maybe something like, I don't know, $35, $50 for the week, and you can ask me college and pro. What I used to do when I was young, 13, 14 years old, and I was betting, I would subscribe to a handicapper, and I would pick my games and then look, and if we both had the same games, then I'd go, okay, I'm betting it. And if he was flip-floppy on me, then I wouldn't use him, and I'd just pick my own. But when we both agreed on a game, it made me feel a lot better that he's seeing what I'm seeing. And you really need another pair of eyes because it's so emotional. So even when you pick it, when you get another pair of eyes, especially somebody professional like me who can look at it and go, yeah, this is what I like. I can give you a reason or just give you the game. It doesn't matter. But if you want, you can just hire me as an advisor for the week or for the month or for the season, and we could work on a rate where you just pay me a lot less than the games. And I would certainly say, yeah, take Michigan, take Philadelphia, take Green Bay, whatever. This is who I like in that game, and then if you like it, then it's not costing you too much, and then we can go from there and then maybe work out a percentage where that way, because my incentive is to make you money, as I say on my site. That's why I'm giving you the free games. There's no reason to give you a free pick, but I give it to you because I want you to make money. So like any advisor or consultant, my goal would be to make you money. So we could definitely work on a flat fee plus an incentive where, if I give you a bunch of losers, there's no incentive. But if I give you winner, and I've done that before, I've hit, for one guy, I've hit 5, we played a parlay, 5-team parlay for $20. The guy won 1,000 and I got 20% of it. So totally my incentive. He paid 20 and he gets 800, I get 2. But he wins 800 because I can pick 5 teams in a parlay when we hit 5-team teasers. So I'm not asking for a lot, but I can definitely pick them, and I'm definitely could help you. So we could also go that route. Just send me an email. I leave my email in the comments, or go to www.teaserking.com, and there's an email there, and you can just email me. And I'm getting all sorts of email with help me with this, and I'm happy to do that. But I do have to charge something, as this is my business. But certainly want to help in any way I can. So anyway, good luck this weekend, And you know, try to, if you can afford my locks, buy my locks this week. I'm telling you, I got 3 extremely strong locks going, and I can feel it in my bones. They're going to win. So you know, when I get that fever and that feeling, it usually comes in. All right, everybody, have a nice weekend. Take care.